did that to Steve
It's
Smith.
a bad look. I mean,
You
I
destroy
feel like
my
that's
life,
more
I'll
than
destroy your life.
What up? What's happening? What's cracking, everybody? And welcome back to another episode of the No Clearance Podcast. I'm your host, Tyler, here with two amazing people. We got Queen of the Pie herself, KC, in the building. Boom, boom, boom. KC just dropped another episode of Dare to
Another
Talk.
one.
KC, who featured on this episode?
My girl Jazz. Yeah, Jasmine. Shout out to her. She a real one.
Yes.
I will say, out of all of the episodes that I edited, I feel like her snippet I put at the beginning was my favorite.
I know. I
Second
need to make
favorite.
that snippet. Yeah.
This
I mean,
actually second favorite. The other girl one. Wait till y'all see that shit. That shit is hilarious.
Make sure y'all tune into that. And that other voice you hear is greatest producer in
Of
this
all
podcast
time.
where, you know what I'm saying, we got Jay, the man with the plan himself. How you doing, my brother?
I'm good. I try to be good. I just try.
Hey, nigga,
every
take
day.
the credit, man. Shit.
I'm trying to stay
man.
humble.
my
Let
bad,
a
my
brother
bad,
stay
my
humble,
bad,
man.
my
Let
bad.
a nigga stay humble.
I'm not
Try to stay
supposed to.
humble. God damn it.
Nah, don't stay humble, bro.
Try to stay humble.
No. Why?
Try
For
to
what?
stay humble.
There's no reason to.
Be humble. Sit down.
There's no reason.
I had to
to.
get that out.
I try to stay humble. You gotta stay humble.
Nah, bro.
Nah, I'm humble.
You can't
Nah,
push him
bruh.
into the stage. You gotta let him. You know what I mean?
I don't feel like talking about shit today. I'm a little under the weather. You know what I'm saying?
That'll help you feel better real quick.
I don't got
trying
that.
to tell
Black
you,
people
my
just
boy.
be making shit up.
Yeah, nigga, hype myself up ain't ginger
You know, if you
ale.
put them games down and clean the room, you get better.
Yeah.
Like, God, you just be making shit up.
I did chores today. I beat
Oh,
a case
man.
today.
Oh, man.
That'd be the case. I'm
And
sorry.
I didn't
be
beat
the
a
case.
case today. No.
Well, let's get into the episode, man. We getting into Jalen's nerd news, man. Jay, what you got for us today, Brody?
All right, so this week, this is a Disney Plus heavy week. This is how I'm gonna start it. All right,
Yeah.
T got something for the nerd news this week, but I'm gonna start with what I got. Andor season 2 just dropped their first trailer before the new season comes out next month in April, I believe. And I'm hyped. All right, I feel the same way Tyler said he felt about Marvel last week. This is how I feel about Star Wars. I ain't giving these niggas my money no more. God. I ain't giving them my money no more.
We already messed up.
I ain't giving them my money no more because they haven't done anything good, at least in my opinion, since 2019.
Well, hold on, bro. Did you watch Skeleton Crew?
That wasn't for me, bro. It
Okay.
wasn't for me. I really tried, and it was too kiddie. I'm like, I hope the kids enjoyed it, so they have some Star Wars. But for me, I need some real stuff, you know. Andor is that show. I'm happy they finally break. If they ruin Andor, it's the final season. It's only gonna be 2 seasons. If they ruin Andor, I'll be so upset. But I have a lot of hope in it. I think the first season was amazing. I thought the first season was gonna be stupid. I said, who cares about Andor when the show was coming out? I was like, the movie he was in was good, but who cares about his show? And they proved me wrong. That show has some of the greatest speeches I ever heard in my life. A lot of good monologues. The acting is amazing. So I cannot wait for season 2 of Andor to drop. The trailer looked good. The only thing I didn't like was the music, but it kind of gave me a weird vibe. It gave me a little bit more of an upbeat vibe in the trailer. We all know how this ends. We all know how it ends. Casey, you might not know how it ends, but if you seen the movie Rogue One, you know how this shit, how this stuff's gonna end.
Yeah. KC, Andor, the Andor series. From what I heard, I couldn't get past episode 1.
Right.
Probably just because of the time I was watching it and stuff. I probably need to sit down with it. But Andor is like the is prologue the right word? Is what happened
it's the
before
prequel.
Thank you. It's a prequel to Rogue One. Rogue One is the Star Wars movie. Rogue One is the prequel to Episode 4. It's like literally what leads right up to the beginning of the original Star Wars movie. Probably one of the best Star Wars movies we've gotten since Disney took over.
in a long
It's better
time.
than 7, 8, and 9.
Yeah.
Easily.
It is easy the best. Andor and Rogue One are the best things Star Wars has made in a long time. I want to say it might be better than the prequel trilogy.
Oh no! Don't do that.
I think it might be better than the prequel trilogy. I'll be honest with you. The only movie from the prequel trilogy I really liked was the third one because that was the
You
best
faking
one.
on Attack of the Clone, man.
Attack of the Clones
was
was
hard.
Attack of the Clones was
Take
not
out
good, bro.
that little nasty scene with Anakin and Padme, bro. John hard.
Hey, bro, that movie's not good, bro. That movie was not good.
Oh man, I
That
don't
movie
know,
was
bro.
not good, bro.
I don't know, bro.
I watched it again. I rewatched them. That one was not good, man. That
Fight
one's
scene,
critically
Yoda
hated.
at the end, my nigga.
It's still just because the
Yoda
fight scene was good doesn't mean them. Watch the movie again. The movie was terrible. Anyways,
and look, it's my thing. You can have your opinion.
I'm just saying it's like Star Wars general consensus. It's like Star Wars general
we know
consensus.
episode 1 was terrible. Episode 1 was for the children.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Episode 1 was bad.
What makes it for the children though?
Jar Jar Binks. There was this character named Jar Jar Binks that was the most unnecessary character of all time. I think they just needed. I feel like they just needed a reason to use the technology.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Binks.
And but I will say this. Outside of that, like Anakin, a young Anakin Skywalker, he was the pod racing scene that was hard. I thought the pod racing scene was hard. But besides that, it was kind of like they really put Jar Jar so much in the movie, and it was like you are unnecessary.
He was like the comic relief, but it was
saying?
anyways.
Was it like oversaturated? It wasn't like good comedic timing.
It wasn't.
It was just terrible overall. It was just
wow.
it was racist. Tyler, it was racist. It was truly just racist.
You thought Jar Jar Binks was racist?
Yes.
Towards what? Because I didn't pick up on
Jar Jar Binks was supposed to be a brother.
What made
you're saying they used his character to get off racist ideas.
Yeah, it was racist. Like it was like he was like stereotypical, like black back person. In like how black people used to be portrayed.
You chucking what I'm chucking what I'm jiving.
Jar Jar Binks was a racist character. Misa, come on. How close?
Misa sound real close to Master. Huh?
Exactly.
The nigga was swimming.
It doesn't.
I'm fucking with
you.
It
doesn't matter, man. It doesn't. But anyways, Andor season 2's coming out. I'm very excited. Casey, I'm excited if you do want to get into Star Wars, I will recommend.
I'm gonna stop you right there. I'm okay. May the force be with you, though.
I will recommend one movie, and that is Star Wars Rogue One.
Okay. I can commit to a movie. I can do a movie.
If you watch that movie, you'd be like, that movie was fire. Even Jada liked that movie.
Yeah, my wife did enjoy Rogue One.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
But Andor is like the best show they've made so far. It feels like a real ass TV show, not just like a Star Wars show where they're just trying
like a movie chopped up.
Yeah, it feels like not even a movie. It just feels like a good ass show, like one of them prestige top tier shows that they be like, "Oh, this is the greatest show all the time." That's how Andor feels. It's 12 episodes a season. How they're gonna do it this season is gonna be a little tough though for a lot of people to watch every episode because they're dropping it. It's only
3
gonna be
at a time.
Yeah, they're dropping it 3 at a time. So it's gonna be basically like 4 3-hour movies, basically. It's gonna be. I think a lot of people are gonna have a hard time getting caught up with all that, but they're only doing that because right when Andor starts, Daredevil's still gonna be going on, so they're trying to like not have too much overlap.
That's fair.
Yeah, people gonna be on that Disney Plus app.
Yeah,
people
gonna be on that Disney Plus. But yeah,
that's smart though. Get the traffic on there.
They need it. But that how Tyler feels about Marvel's how I feel about Star Wars. Like they ain't done nothing good in a long time. And Andor was the last good thing they did, and it's been 2 years since the last season.
Yeah, I enjoyed the trailer. Even as somebody who I ain't even see the whole season. I really did like the trailer. The trailer made me feel like I need to go back and watch season 1. What's my Whitaker? Forrest Whitaker. Forrest Whitaker back in that joint. Man, it really was a timing situation, bro. I tried to watch it on vacation and whatnot. Just for some reason, that first episode is hard to listen. It's hard to hear. I feel like I don't know if it's my TV or what, but I don't know. It just didn't get me into
You know
it.
what? But it could be some shows I peeped that like the
really
volume is low.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't
So
know
it
what
could be that.
Some because some shows be mad loud. Some shows, I get
Be
that.
like they
But
fucking whispering.
Tyler,
Shout
you
out
like
subtitles though.
Andor. You like Andor because it's not just like spy stuff. It's like political stuff. It's like you really see like the rebellion being formed in this.
Yeah. Like you
show.
get to really.
Like
I think you really show like how
you
the empire really was like dirty. On some dirty
exactly,
business type shit.
and the same guy that makes Andor has made Rogue One too. He wrote Rogue One, so
Sorry.
damn, I'm boring you, Casey.
Nigga,
But I
not-
hope this next thing I got
it's
to
not
talk
o'clock.
about. I hope this next thing I got to talk about doesn't bore you.
Let's get it.
not
Daredevil comes
shade.
out next week.
All right,
Daredevil
now we're cooking. I know
Born
about Daredevil. Here
Again
we go.
comes out next week, March 4th. They dropping 2 episodes. I cannot wait. Everybody's back. I'm hype. They
Okay.
already been doing all their press runs saying, "Don't worry, it's just like the Netflix show. We listen to y'all."
It's with the same guy, Jalen.
Yeah, all the same people.
Okay.
Yeah, all the same people. They all coming back. They said that they had a plan, then they completely scrapped it and was like, "We're just gonna do what we know works. Go to Netflix. Do what Netflix did. They brought in everyone from Netflix. They got them all back, and it's gonna be good. I'm hearing good things. In the
Okay. That's
stratosphere.
good.
So I'm hyped for that. I might talk about that every week. I can't hold that. I can't promise y'all that though. Sometimes I fall behind on my shows. Sometimes I like to back.
I like to stack them too. I
Yeah,
like to keep it.
sometimes
You
I
know
like
what
to
I mean?
stack.
Get a couple in the chamber.
I'm hype about that. Marvel needs to do good with this, especially after Captain America being just okay. Captain America, if you didn't know this, not to shit on the movie, but it lost 69%. It dropped 69% from week 1 to week 2. So
In 1 week?
yeah, so like it didn't make nearly as much as it did the first week, so that wasn't very good. But people like it. I've talked to a bunch of people who've seen it, and they all was like, it wasn't that bad. It was good.
What's your sample size on the people you talk to? Like how many
4 or
people
5,
we talk?
4 or 5 people.
Okay, that's a solid survey.
Real conversations though.
Okay. It wasn't like, yeah, it's cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
how many times you talk to 4 or 5 people in a 2-week span about the same thing?
I mean,
not often.
Yeah, see.
Well, if we're gossiping about people and judging, often, but
football,
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So I'm hoping Daredevil's good because I don't know, man. I don't know. Marvel,
I mean, if it's the same actor, I think the guy, he's a saw. I really think he's good in the role.
They brought everyone back, even the Punisher.
So I think that's
in it.
That's good. Sometimes when they deviate and try to get new actors, that's when it's like, you're trying to mess up something that wasn't broken.
They knew they wasn't gonna lose him because he already been in a couple stuff already.
He's good. Yeah.
I'm
excited.
He was in Spider-Man 3. He was in
Hawkeye.
He was in the Hawkeye. Was he in
Hawkeye? Yeah, he was in Hawkeye.
He was
even the Kingpin was in Hawkeye.
He wasn't She-Hulk. I do remember that. Yeah.
Knocking down them boots. But he did. He knocked the boots. But anyways, that's all I got this week. Tyler, what you got to talk about?
Well, I mean,
staying in Jalen's nerd news. Disney dropped animated version of Spider-Man, Friendly Neighborhood. I think is what it's called.
Damn, bro, you can't remember the name. You such an old man now, bro.
Hold on. Let me pull it up.
It's called Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Yeah, that's what it was. So, I thought it was a really good 10. It was really good 10 episodes. It's a different Peter Parker. I did think it was going to be an origin story for the Spider-Man from the movies. What's boy name? Marion Zendaya, Tom Holland. I thought it was gonna be an origin story for him, but
put respect on my guy's name.
Yeah, come
Tommy.
on.
Tommy boy.
I don't remember. I don't be.
He
this, bro.
Zendaya, man. He bags Zendaya.
That doesn't mean I need to know.
I don't charge. Yeah.
What about I getting that? good storyline. What I loved about the show was how they just said we keeping, of course, like all the names and all that whoopty wop, but we really making our own version of Spider-Man here. The Osborn family is black. I thought that was cool, very interesting.
I'm a fan
And
of that.
the way they took
Respect.
the storyline was like, Osborn's really coming in as like, I mean, I guess he was in most of the other movies, but he's coming in as just like a really nice dude. I mean, like to Peter Parker, he's a nice dude. Initially, um, Peter was just working as an intern, and then when he finds out he's Spider-Man, and now they working together. Like Norman and Peter was working together to fight crime and all this stuff. But really, he had other ambitions in the back of his mind, trying to figure out how to take down Dr. Octavius and all this stuff. But I enjoyed a lot of the characters. There's another side story about this one dude who had to join a gang. Nigga end up being super strong. It's a whole thing with that. And then Dr. Connors is a black woman who's
Come
amputated
on,
arm.
representation.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought that was cool. I thought it was cool.
I got a question, T.
What's up?
Oh, brother.
It sound a little racist. Why all the villains gotta be black folk?
Ooh.
I mean, they've been white
They
folk.
race swapped all the villains.
I mean, it depends on how you
I
look
didn't
at
know
them,
they
man.
were all villains.
First of all the villains are not black.
All right,
Dr. Octavius. Dr. Octavius is he's still Doc Ock. Like he's classic. They kept that very classic. So no, all the villains are not black. Most of the villains in the most of, when I say in this, at least in the series, like they're gonna be bad down the line, but in this series, the villains are not black people. Like the lizard nigga. I thought the storyline was good by the end. Doctor Strange popped out in the first episode. I just thought they put the storyline together very well on how he became Spider-Man. They even like really brought everything together in the last episode. So yeah, I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? It felt like a comic. It felt like you was inside of a comic book. Animation wise, that's what it felt like. Like I was in the comic.
So it didn't bother you? I didn't watch it because the animation. I wasn't a fan of that animation style, so I wasn't.
I'm not like I'm not someone who cares that much about that type of stuff. I was enjoying
What's
it.
the animation? Is it kind of like the last movie?
It's kind of like no,
it's not like the last
not
movie.
on that level of animation. It's
like 3D
It's
3D.
the CGI stuff like that. It's like it looked cheap to me, so that's why I was like, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
It looked like cheap CGI to me. I wasn't a fan of how it looked. It looked like it was trying to look like X-Men 97, but it wasn't as animated as well. That's why I already like that type of animation style, the CGI.
You can't give me 97 vibe.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The animation style looked like it was supposed to be like X-Men 97, but they didn't have as good enough animators.
They didn't like follow through with it?
Oh no, I'm missing.
I wasn't a fan. When I watched the trailer, I was like, ugh, this animation looks terrible. It got a visually
appease you,
yeah, especially if it's animated. It's like
I highly recommend it, man. I give it an 8 out of 10. I really thought it was
Where
good.
Can we catch it on?
You can catch it on Disney Plus. Same spot you can catch Andor, same spot you can catch Daredevil. You know what I'm saying? Give it a shot.
Disney Plus
and to all my people that are like me, it's less than an hour.
I think you're like the only person I know.
I think
who
it's
doesn't
just
like an
you.
hour
You can run
show.
through the episode. That's like
It's
30
just
minutes.
you.
Tyler,
My
you know
daughter
if you
was
watch
tuned in,
two
you feel me?
episodes, if you watch 2 episodes of a 30-minute show, it's the length of one episode of an hour-long show.
Correct.
You know that, right?
Correct.
I'm further along in the story after 2 episodes than I am in the hour. You see, this is what you gotta understand, my brother.
What?
That's just how I feel about it.
Your justification does not make sense.
That doesn't even make any sense.
My
That
thing
does not
is,
make
I'm
any
further.
sense. That
My
doesn't make
eyes
sense.
need a break sometime. You know what I'm saying?
Don't
It's
even
over.
make
Word.
sense.
That doesn't make sense.
I like 30-minute jokes. That's
That
just
don't
me,
even
my
make
nigga.
sense.
That doesn't even make sense.
That
I don't
doesn't
need
go
to
off.
make sense.
Yeah,
Go off, young
girlfriend.
king. Yeah.
I don't need to make sense.
Go off, girlfriend.
Well, all I'm saying is
Not
for anybody like me,
Go
for
off.
anybody who like me,
I don't
man,
know any
it's-
other
it's-
person like
it's
that.
nice.
I
It's
literally
so-
don't know anybody.
I
in
know
Tyler.
people
It's
who
just
don't
you.
like movies and only like shows, but I don't know anyone who doesn't like hour-long shows.
Here's the
Never
thing.
heard of
I'll
that.
watch an hour-long show. It's got to be really good.
But
You can't
I don't know.
convince
Your
me.
criteria for success isn't. I don't know.
For instance, the White Lotus is back. I'm tuning in. I rock with White Lotus on
what you
HBO.
call me and Jay
Love
just
that
started
show.
watching that the first season.
You get what I'm saying? I absolutely love that show.
You know, it's a good show.
It's worth my time.
On Hulu,
An
that's
hour. If you
long.
tell me something an hour, you better know. The recommendation better be good because that's a long time.
This show's fucking fire.
I just want a
Paradise.
name. I don't do recommendations anymore because my recommendations are not appreciated on this here podcast. So don't talk to me about recommendations when I be thinking really thoughtfully, like, you know what? The guys would love this shit.
You know what?
You guys just
speaking of KC,
let me just tell you this, KC. It takes a lot to watch a foreign property in general. So,
it's you know what?
You
it's
gotta
okay.
be in the mood to watch a K-pop series.
No, it's K-drama.
K-drama.
It's not K-pop. But you know what? It's fine. It's okay.
I will say, I don't recommend shows very often. So you know what I'm saying.
KC, what's for you is for you.
Yeah, what's for you is for you.
That is the black equivalent to you like it, I love it.
Yeah, you like it, I love it. I am fully aware of these television shows that you recommend, KC. They don't not go on my list.
Okay.
They're in the list.
The acknowledgement.
They're in the list. I add them to the list. When I get to it,
you're
You're
just not prepared for it. Okay.
Yeah,
KC,
I gotta be in the mood.
I was locked in on that one show.
And you unlocked quick.
It's long.
Okay.
That was long.
I was like,
bro, we still on the same episode.
Cause it was an hour long, nigga.
God, the first episode had to be an hour 15. That joke had to be an hour 30. But it's
so much. It's so it's so good.
It's okay.
If y'all want any more K-drama recommendations from your girl, hop on the tube. I got you.
I will say, I recommend the show Paradise.
That's good.
With Sterling K. Brown. That show's fire.
I'm struggling to get past third episode because I gotta be having shit to do, but I'm tuned in.
That's an hour-long show.
I know. It takes me like 2 or 3 sit-downs to get through one episode because it's an hour long.
That don't even make any sense.
I got things to do. You feel me, KC? I got
Tyler's basically saying we are not really doing shit with our life.
Yeah, that's what it is. I kind of feel insulted just a little bit. He's
trying to say y'all niggas need to get up, get out, do something.
Outcast.
Okay. It's a little offensive. Cause he always be saying that.
We like to be in the house.
I be busy. I be busy, man. I don't know, man. I don't know.
He be making us feel like we ain't got nothing.
Yeah, man. I think that's what it is. Man. I think that's why we kind of find it. We don't like talk.
He's trying to flex low key.
He's trying to make me feel. You trying to make me feel bad about not watching our shows. And then you mad at me.
You know what?
Because I've been thinking me moving.
You know what, Tyler? You know what? Sit your ass down. Sit your ass down. That's what he need to do.
Catch a vibe. Just chill.
Jesus, man. Relax.
Just chill.
Hey, you know what? Here's my whole thing, KC. Here's my whole thing.
I can't wait till y'all have kids.
We can go to the next topic. This nigga will sit down for 5 hours, watch football.
That's not true. That's not true at all. While I'm watching football, I make the reels. While I'm watching football, I clean the kitchen. I do shit while I'm watching football.
You can also replace the football with a show.
Yeah.
It's not as good. That's my reality television. Y'all niggas be watching reality shit all the time.
I don't be watching reality TV.
No, you're assuming that I watch reality television.
You assuming. My reality television is only season.
You ain't gotta lie to kick it, my nigga. You ain't gotta lie. You ain't gotta lie. You ain't gotta lie to kick it, my nigga. You ain't gotta try so hard.
My only reality television is seen on Instagram Reels and TikTok. That's where I watch reality TV. I don't watch the shows no more. I just watch the clips from the shows. Like this dude, Aaron.
How much time you spend on your phone?
Oh, well, that don't count because I'm getting paid. That don't count because I'm getting paid.
Hey, he said you are too busy scrolling. You're not doing
that don't
something.
Count, Tyler. You know why I don't count? Because I'm getting paid while I do it. You know
Let's get to the T.
You know why? Because I do while I'm on the clock.
Clank,
Let's get to the
T,
man.
clock.
Don't snitch on yourself, my nigga. If you watching the job, let's get to the T, man. KC, what's going on, man?
Clank, clank. Okay. I love how I never have cups, but I'm always clinking. So in this pot of tea, first of all, I want to preface this by saying I understand it's Black History Month, but I feel like we have blackface assassins that are trying to perpetuate or get into our culture, our swagger. And so I felt like it's appropriate to name this. Also, I've been seeing this shit all over Twitter, and I have to say something about it. And I would love to hear your opinions. So we have the girl, Bhad Bhabie, who, if you don't know who Bhad Bhabie is, if you've ever watched Dr. Phil or ever seen the viral moment where catch me outside, how about that? That is Bhad Bhabie. That's homegirl, who is very much so white. And I would like to say I think she would be classified as what other people, not me, would identify as white trash. You ain't had money. You think you got a couple Black friends. You talk a little quote unquote ghetto. You use Ebonics and shit like that. And you think it's cool. So we have her, and then Alabama Barker. If you know Travis Barker, the drummer, that is his offspring, that his child. She is also, you guessed it, a white woman. Because I think, yeah, she's of age. She a white girl.
Yeah.
I don't think she's 21, but she over 18, I think. And she's not 18? You know what it is? She looks so fucking grown.
Let me look her up. I don't know.
I know she's under 21. And don't tell me she's like 17. That's gonna be crazy.
She's 19.
Okay. See, so she's of age. So 19 years old.
This is some young mess.
This is literally the epitome of young mess turned in outside, essentially. So Alabama was supposedly on this like Las Vegas trip with Bhad Bhabie's baby daddy or boyfriend, and supposedly was immersed with him, cheating or having an affair. I don't know if it was consensual, like if they got to the deed or not, but basically Bhad Bhabie wasn't having it and was going off. And then that led to her being like, oh, you want to be like me so bad, and this, that, and the third, getting into some rants back and forth. If you are like under a rock, go on Instagram, look this shit up. You can find the whole trail and like the trilogy of this. But recently, Bhad Bhabie dropped a quote unquote, and I'm going to do air quotes, quote unquote, diss track. And basically, she's addressing Alabama and talking about, you ain't really that girl. You're just like happen to be famous because of who your family is associated with. Travis Barker is married to Kourtney Kardashian, and we already know the Kardashian name go heavy. My thing with this is, I've never understood when women get mad at the mistress and not their partner. The woman don't owe you a damn thing. You understand? Your boyfriend or your partner is the person that told you, yeah, I want to be with you. We locked in. They are committed to you. But the person that they're cheating with owes you fucking nothing. Supposedly they were friends at one point. But even with that, now I'm not saying any of my friends go around fuck with my nigga. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that person don't owe you anything. I wouldn't say they owe you more than your partner or your spouse. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
So
and her baby daddy like 27.
And that's the other gross part too. It's just like
nasty because I looked up the ages of these
and it's
inappropriate
women. For sure.
Excuse me, Casey. I just want to make sure I got this right. Alabama Barker is messing with Bhad Bhabie's baby daddy.
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay, cool.
And so that goes in a whole. But you know what is weird about it is Bhad Bhabie in this diss track that she dropped a music video. The music video, she's looking a lot like Alabama. So you look a lot like this girl, but you're telling her she wants to be like you.
One more question.
Yeah, that's bad questions.
Baby daddy a black man?
Yeah.
Yes.
Be a brother.
Milk merchants. I'm tired of these milk merchants. We're going to talk about the other one later, but go ahead,
You understand?
Casey.
You understand what I'm saying? So I say all this to say, a lot of people were hyping up this diss track. This is why I gave y'all this, the background information. A lot of people were on Twitter like, oh, this is fire. This is, this is lit. Oh, she's going off. I would just love for Black people to be able to be mediocre and get praise like this. I want us to be able to get a fire track and just say boom, bap, 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 and get hyped. Fire emojis. Do you understand? This white girl wasn't laying down bars like that. that was just like, oh, you know what I mean? It was just not a moment. But it seems like anytime we have somebody who is not black and they come and they kind of like come in the circle and they have a little rhythm, have a little something on there, a little salt, a little pepper, we automatically is like, yeah, they invited to the cookout, they lit. No, we got to start being stingy. We actually got to start revoking cookout privilege. Like, who can really give out the invites? You know what I mean? I don't know. I think these are two white girls that clearly have been overexposed in general. You know, got too much going on, and they need to just focus on.
One of the lines from this song goes,
clear your throat, yeah.
Why this bitch obsessed with me? I just don't understand. You sucked the dick straight out my ass. Who got the upper hand?
Now you telling me that's a bar? Straight face. You telling me
disgusting.
that's a bar?
Mind you, we just got done with the Kendrick Drake.
I see why you ain't got no friends. You miss. I'll fuck your man.
This is like the track is equivalent to like, this is text you would send somebody. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no thought process you put into this shit at all. No wordplay. You know what I mean? You could have used metaphors or double entendres and
keep
shit.
my
You
baby
ain't do none of
daddy
that.
name out your mouth, for I Will Smith it.
That's not terrible. That's not terrible.
It's not. It's cheap though. It's not terrible, but it's cheap.
Not terrible.
It's cheap.
Not terrible.
It's low hanging fruit. We gotta really.
All right. So is she in a relationship? Like, is Bhad Bhabie in a relationship?
Oh my God.
Bhad Bhabie. Supposedly she left him, but recently there have been paparazzi photos with her going to dinner with him, and still mingling.
Well, look. Once you have a kid, you forever.
No, I get it. You're forever entwined. I absolutely
and to be honest with you, if you a baby father, you should, especially if you're not with the baby mama, you should do whatever you can to make that a good relationship. Nobody wants to go to court. You feel me? So
no, absolutely.
Cuz probably don't even like her. It's just like, I gotta keep this woman happy before she try to take me to court, even if she make more money.
This dude,
yeah, he for sure has a type.
The
though.
baby daddy a creep. The baby daddy a creep because
not that cute. His hair is uneven.
He a creep because he's like 27, messing with a 21-year-old and a 19-year-old. Mess with some women your own age. These milk.
But here's my thing: they just recently, I feel like, turned 21 and 19.
Yeah, I think so. I looked,
and this wasn't a last month thing. So when you are messing with them, you know what I mean?
That's dirty business. No, we gotta do better.
It's weird.
We gotta do better.
She fucked on Tyler and killing babies. I seen the sonogram. I seen it.
After 25, I think we banned from the 18 to 21 club.
You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like after 23, you banned from the 18 to 21 club.
Here's my thing. Anytime I see an age gap like that, that's so close to like adolescence, to me, it tells me you want to take advantage of that person, because it's not always a girl or a female. It's the other way around sometimes.
Well, I appreciate
you
that.
want to, you know what
Look
I mean?
at
I'm all about equity.
Say that.
It's weird because it's like you want to kind of manipulate or be able to, you know what I mean?
Mold
and groom and that gets weird. That gets weird, and I don't know.
Age differences only make sense when you're over 27.
Okay. I can see that.
I'll give you that.
Because 25, your brain's supposed to be fully developed. Give yourself.
I thought that was just for women.
No, about 25.
25, I think that's for everybody.
Okay.
You're basically done.
Yeah.
Because if scientifically women mature faster than men, if their brain's fully developed at 25, that means the men.
Hey, Tyler's going to die on that hill, huh?
I will die on that hill. That is some bullshit. Physically sure.
But anyways, I feel like after 27, if you want to date someone 20 years older than you, I guess if that's you were full grown adult. You almost 30.
I've done the like significant age gap. That shit ain't that fucking fun. It's
you done it, Casey? Oh my bad. You're right.
I've done 10 years, and this is why I'm saying like it's hard to find commonality. Mm-hmm. The other person feels like the person who's older feels like they're sunning you all the time. It's just a weird dynamic. Like, it's not
One of my boys went through that. Yeah.
You gotta.
It's just weird.
I feel like maybe. But how old
They'll
was you,
keep hitting
Casey?
you with
Was you
like they'll keep
25?
hitting you with you don't understand yet. They keep saying that.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, what you know?
Yeah.
It's literally, I guess the best way to put it is like, oh, you don't know nothing about this, but not in a joking way. That's just like literally the mood all the time.
Yeah, it got to be.
I think I was for sure. I think I was like 20, 26, 27.
Okay, that makes sense.
Oh man.
Oh, I think I was
that
there.
man had a cane.
You're not slow.
I was there. I met the
literally you were there.
I met the fella. I didn't realize. Yeah. He was older for sure. Made me feel young too. I was like, dang, I ain't that young. I go to Badger every day.
Yeah,
this white mess is white mess, man.
I just feel like
it literally is white mess.
If you're dating a public figure, cheating is not the smartest thing. Now, I'm not saying cheating is the smartest thing for anybody, but when you're dating someone whose life is in the public, she's putting you in there just because of the situation. I just don't understand how you end up in the pitfalls. It just, some things don't add up. Some things will never add up to me. But I will not judge, and I will not judge a brother though, because it seemed to happen too many times.
Hey, I'm listening and I'm fucking judging.
I'm not a fan of cheating. Cheating, it just sounds so stressful. Why would you put yourself through such stress?
For you,
let's get to it.
It's not stressful for some people. It's not.
Let's get to the main topic, man. We're gonna talk about Steve Smith. And we talking about cheating. Let me first say, KC, I know you are our sports. I know you are our sports expert.
I appreciate it.
I just want to inform you on Steve Smith Sr.
Okay.
Personally, in my opinion, one of the greatest wide receivers to ever play in the NFL.
Pretty fucking good.
As an NFL,
where are they on the map?
They catch the ball.
They catch the footballs. Yeah.
Oh,
Ocho Cinco.
The quarterback throws.
Yeah, yes. Quarterback throws. Wide receiver catch.
Visual. Got it. Okay.
I just want to he was very inspiring to me because he was in retrospect to the other players, in perspective, like to the other players on the field, he was pretty small. He was a pretty small dude, but he played with the anger that I always wanted to play with. You know what I'm saying? Like he made the receiver position not look sassy, unlike other receivers. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out my niggas with the sass.
He was bullying. He was a real bully at that position, and I really appreciate the way he played. You know what I'm saying? I think he will be a Hall of Famer at some point. Now, we get to this point. He was a big trash talker too. Big trash talker. His most famous phrase was "ice up, son." He would tell a nigga "ice up." Like after he cooked you all game, he'd look at the camera and be like, "Ice up." Like you must be hurting after I put that whooping. Icing is part of the healing process. So he'd be like, "Ice up, son."
I'm picking it up.
Yeah. So Steve Smith is now retired. He's now a retired NFL player. And this news just came out. The husband of a married woman, I guess that's how you would say it. He was on the phone with Steve Smith, who was under the number 3 in this woman's contact. Don't know.
Well, this happened actually later though.
What you mean the number 3?
The phone call happened
her contact
later.
name was 3.
Yeah.
The first thing that happened though was the tweet that he tagged everything that he was associated with, like all his sponsors.
Wait, let me
stuff.
pull this shit out. This is out.
Oh Lord! Like the text messages came out first.
Yeah, the text messages and the tweet came out first before the phone call video. Allegedly, Steve Smith was having an affair with
allegedly.
I don't think it's allegedly because the evidence is
based on what I'm reading, it ain't alleged.
It ain't alleged. So Steve Smith was having an affair with somebody on the staff for the Baltimore Ravens, and her husband found out, and he put him on blast on Twitter, and said that basically Steve Smith is fucking my wife. Just so you know, he added NFL Network, added all his sponsors, and then put the pictures of the text messages that he screenshot.
That's tough.
And then the video of the phone call came out. Sorry, Tyler, I just had to add that part.
Oh, that's cool. There was a video of a phone call where the husband was talking to Steve Smith saying, you talk all that shit on the field, you do all this woody wop, but you can't talk to me and tell me you having sex with my wife. And Steve Smith's response was, I'm sorry. And that was the only words.
What do you say? What do you say to that?
What do you say? Like,
I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what's so funny? I feel like he's expecting him to. I feel like he was expecting the same Steve Smith that would come out on the field and talk trash. And it's like, a lot of people bring a different persona when they play football.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. It was
Steve Smith could care less.
Interesting.
He's like, you ain't mad at me. Be mad at your wife.
Now, mind you, there's a couple conversations we can have about
Steve
this.
Smith's wife, on the other hand, that's a different.
She should be upset.
She should be upset
that's fair.
with him.
That's fair. There's a couple people that should be mad.
The only person he really need to apologize is to his wife.
Realistically.
And his kids.
And his
children.
But yeah. There's a couple situations we gotta talk about here. At what age do you stop sexting? This feels like a very childish situation.
No, and I'm not gonna hold you. The moment you can explain to me what a 401k is, don't tell me about your piece or
Like,
what you want to do with it and stuff. You know what I mean? That's phone conversation. No, I'm not gonna lie. As a married person, sometimes I'm saying sexting, like the act of texting it.
Especially
now, if you
want to
do on the phone,
your side piece, dog.
That's crazy.
It's
evidence.
It's evidence, but also I don't see an age limit on texting. Some people really get off on it. You can't.
Ladies and gentlemen,
can't shame someone's kink. People.
I'm not good. I'm not going to shame it, but I'm going to say make sure you're getting something for it.
Here's my thing.
Hopefully, it's monetary.
Look,
you know what I mean.
you in a relationship with someone. That's the way you trying to get. Because sometimes in order to get something
if that's your foreplay, I'm not going to yuck your.
In order to get something at night, you got to start in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I've heard that from some OGs. You want something at night, you got to start in the morning. So I get it. Yeah. What I'm saying is, I'm talking about like one night stands type stuff, or you doing this to your side piece is a little crazy. You don't
but I don't think it's crazy.
I don't think it's crazy. You got a side piece. That's a side piece.
I don't think it's crazy, but you are leaving evidence. Like you're not being smart about it.
He's not. You're not being smart about it. He's being dumb by having evidence. I'm not saying that. Right. But I'm just saying that it's not something where it's like I couldn't understand that those type of text conversations happening stopping at a
you
certain
gotta
age.
Understand these,
especially
messages.
If you have a very intense sexually relationship.
Tyler, go ahead and read maybe PG up some of those messages. But
if you read some of these messages, the way it sounds like it's like, all right, they having some heavy.
Because you're not saying that unless you've been there.
Exactly. So it's not like they would really want to continue engaging in these.
Here's one thing. Here's one thing that Steve Smith said. I would have shot my nut all in your pussy. And I just want to say, there's got to be better ways. It's got to be better ways.
He's talking about
I feel like ChatGPT is not above helping you out in this department.
It was very straight to the point. A lot of
Second thing we got to discuss. Is the husband on some sucker shit? I say this very
Wait, who?
Her husband?
Her husband?
Yes.
On some sucker shit for what?
I think the way he approached him was kind of sucker. I'm not gonna hold you.
I think calling him and recording it a little wild.
Yeah, I don't know why he recorded it.
I'm not the biggest fan.
The energy wasn't neat. I think the energy he had didn't match his feeling. Does that make sense? Like he was clearly upset, and it's like, nigga, you a little too calm. It's just, I don't know.
I'm not the biggest fan of
would have never let anyone know this
crash
information.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the Facebook post.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of any of the social media stuff.
You can just divorce your wife.
Just divorce your wife and show
you know what it is?
Evidence to your lawyer.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna play Tyler's advocate. I think his thing is he wanted to make her feel embarrassed. Because can you imagine you find out that your wife is doing this? It's a level of embarrassment because you feel like everybody knows about it but you. Not saying they did, but he probably felt like there was a level of, damn, did I not see the signs? You know, I probably dapped this guy up or met him in person. You know what I mean? So it's a level of embarrassment. So I think he's probably trying to embarrass her in the same level, if not more. And he's like, I'm going to take it to the hoop. I'm going to take it to the internet.
And you know, one more thing, Casey, I'm pretty sure she probably never talked to him the way she talked to Steve Smith.
Yeah.
I know for a fact she probably never talked to that
I
man
will say.
I feel like when married people cheat, it's because they're not getting something.
Something's lacking.
Something's missing.
Here's what I say, though. If you're not getting it, say something. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what.
Who's to say she didn't?
I mean, she must have not said nothing if she go out there fucking Steve Smith for years on
years. You can't assume that.
I mean,
she probably did say something, but he ain't pick. You know, oh, come on, I'm tired. Or, shit, I got a lot going on. There's so many excuses that could have been thrown.
Good point.
She probably did say something like, you know what I mean? Come on, let's be spontaneous.
Yeah, maybe he should have shot up the club because obviously she's into that.
And mind you,
into the cream pies.
Can we say something? I need some.
Here's my thing, though, Tyler. Here's my other thing.
Bro, she was arrested twice for domestic violence.
Oh, she was beating the man?
Shit. Oh. Ain't no way. She dead wrong.
Oh, she beating him and she cheated? Oh, Lord. Oh, no wonder so this makes so much more sense.
This the final straw.
Yeah,
he's scared for his life. He's scared for his life.
He has to put all the evidence out there because if he end up dead, we know who did it. But also,
that's true.
Here's my other thing, right? As a crash out. Because I would also put hands on Steve Smith.
Oh, brother.
Because you know that she's married, so you disrespected my marriage. So you deserve to get hands. You need to get hands put on you. But here's the thing: it's Steve Smith. But it's Steve Smith, so you can't really put hands on him because he's stronger and bigger than you.
How you know he's stronger?
Because he played in the NFL.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Y'all got that.
He ain't no kicker.
Yeah, he wasn't no kicker. He was a like Tyler said, he used to punk people on the field.
Damn.
So like
this goes to what we talked about in the last section. You know why put so much anger and energy.
She's already beating his ass. He know he can't
take her. He can't take her on. If he can't take on his wife, he damn sure ain't taking on Steve Smith. So he gotta hurt them both in a way that he can. In the mind, in the eye
already
of the public.
tapping that ass. Like she's going crazy on it.
In the eye of the public, that's the worst way to hurt. He added Steve Smith sponsors. I get why he did that to Steve Smith.
It's a bad look. I mean,
you destroy my life, I'll destroy your life.
Steve Smith gonna be all right though. He's gonna still work in the NFL.
He's gonna try.
I don't doubt it.
I'm not doubting it.
But it makes him
embarrassed.
I think certain companies, depending on their views, because a lot of these companies sometimes they are strongly aligned with like Christianity or religion. So sometimes they stand on things based off that. Now they might not do it openly, right? Like if he had a partnership with Chick-fil-A and you out here doing infidelity, Chick-fil-A ain't fucking with it. They like, hell, nigga, we not open on Sunday. You find somebody else. You know what I mean? So I do see it being like a ding. I don't think it's gonna stop
it's not gonna hurt
pockets.
His life about to be ruined though. His wife about to be probably divorced. Or they're gonna get through it.
In the court of the public, I mean, people now have a perception of you. You know what I mean?
They do and they
he
don't,
cheated
man.
on his black wife with a white woman too, and she wasn't.
No, his wife is a white woman.
That was a white woman. I'm pretty sure
she white.
She didn't look like a white woman to me. She looked light skinned.
Look like a white woman to me.
Yeah, she look light skinned.
She got some type of melanin.
Oh shit!
Maybe Steve Smith white is white. Let me double check that. We don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
Let me put on my
a lot of milk
race glasses.
I could be
you
wrong.
know what? She is.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
No black woman's getting balayage on the hair.
Oh no, this is a
That's a white
different
woman
Steve
thing.
Smith. This is a different Steve Smith. Hold on. There's two.
It's a lot of milk merchants.
Oh yeah,
and these kids are definitely giving mixed.
Yeah. You know
You know
what?
what I mean?
Honestly, now
Giving
that I know
cocoa
he has
powder with milk.
Yeah, now I know he has a white wife. I don't really care as much anymore.
That's white on white crime.
Cheat on your white wife or your white woman. Hey, you know what? He got a type.
It's dirty business, man.
Yeah, you did
For
say
sure.
that, Casey.
And you know what? And you know, no shade, no tea, but ladies, let's be for real for a second. The woman he cheated with, she ain't got fucking a 30-inch bust down. The lady's wearing fucking glasses. I think she has maybe fucking tinted moisturizer on. So it's like some of y'all are doing too much, thinking y'all gonna catch y'all a baller, and it's like maybe you doing too much, and that's why you're not catching this baller. Maybe we thinking too hard about this.
That's actually kind of disappointing. He got a white wife.
Some attention. If we being
show a brother some attention. Send him something nasty. You know what I mean?
That's actually a little disappointing that he has a white wife. I did not know that.
That's probably why he was so angry.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is insane.
He was having unseasoned food before his games.
But you were letting this woman rock your world.
Oh yeah, for sure. They got a couple kids.
Rock your world.
Yeah, I wonder what instrument. She's in the Ravens band. I wonder what instrument she played.
The trombone.
Well, ladies, it's adding up.
Wait. She like a brass tip in her mouth.
Oh my! I almost fell back in this chair. Oh my God! I really hate y'all.
I set that shit up so I was my brain. I had the joke sitting for a minute.
Oh my God!
Oh shit, that's too funny, man. But hey, you know what? Hey, you know it's an unfortunate situation for that man whose wife cheated on him. I know. If I was him, I'd want to set the city ablaze as well.
No, you know what he need to do. I'm gonna tell you. First of all, I recommend he go to Atlanta, Georgia. I recommend he go to Magic City. Just have a good time in the strip club for a second. Drop about $5K. Drop about $5K. Bro, I'm trying to tell you. You ain't Jay. You ever been to a strip club in Atlanta?
I've been to a strip club in Houston.
In Atlanta.
No, not in Atlanta. I never been to Atlanta.
Beautiful experience.
Houston's diluted in comparison to Atlanta, Jalen.
Go to Atlanta, go to Magic City, right? All right, after that, brush yourself off, take about a week off, go to church. I know. I get it. I get it. But what he really need right now is a black woman to console him. That's all I'm saying.
Look it.
After gonna cook him some good fried chicken, gonna make him some mac and cheese.
I feel like the strip club make him matter.
Nah, man.
Nah, I don't see it making him matter. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Nah. As long as he brings the right amount of fun.
I'm not a fan of strip clubs.
I'm not telling him to pay for the coochie, but it's a very peaceful situation.
I'm not a fan of male strip clubs. I feel like that has to be.
I think I have a thing where I just don't really like ass shaking in my face.
You don't have to be in your face though. You can let them know. You set boundaries with them.
You've seen me in the strip club, Casey. I was very uncomfortable.
You were.
I just feel weird having women gyrate on me or around me, and I can't get a piece. And I know they're not really interested in me like all that. So like, what's the point? Well, I'm walking around all bricked up now. Nothing to do with it. I'm being honest. It's like craziness.
Bricked up is insane.
The idea of the strip club is gobbledygook. If you really think about it, I'm giving this woman.
No, you're just.
I'm giving this woman money to get me all aroused for what? That is like it's free.
I've never heard of anybody having this like point of view. This is very interesting.
I'm not a big fan of the strip club.
Gyrating.
Gyrating is insane.
Like I go, but like I'm not.
Now you'll go. Look at this guy.
I'm gone.
I know who not there, Mike.
I mean, thanks. I appreciate it. I go for the drinks, for the wings. I ain't going.
The chicken always
I
on
ain't
point.
going for the
Yeah.
butt.
I had
That's
lemon
cool
pepper
and
for
all
sure.
that there's
Yeah.
butt everywhere. Yeah, that's nice,
Lemon
but there's
pepper.
butt everywhere. But hey,
The
don't touch me,
conversations
ladies.
be interesting.
Leave me alone,
Yeah,
ladies.
let
I
me
don't
shout
like
out
being
to
talked to by women I know that aren't interested in me. I think that's what it is.
That
Don't-
aren't or are?
That aren't.
Aren't.
Like in that way. If you're gonna be half naked and shake your ass on me, ask for a lap dance, and you're not interested in me, what's the point? What is the point?
Jalen's like, if I can't get a guaranteed date, God damn it, I don't want it.
If I can't take you home to my mother, I do not want it.
Well,
Never wife a stripper, y'all.
I wish the best for that man. I wish the best for that man. You know what I'm saying? Hope
Hey,
he
you know
move
what?
on,
Low
find a
key,
better life.
low key, fuck Steve Smith. How you gonna fuck that man's wife while you got a wife? Fuck that. Fuck Steve Smith.
That's kind of greedy when you think
Right?
about it.
He's
I never-
selfish.
I-
You already in the NFL. Fuck some single girls.
Yeah.
I can't judge another man for his actions.
I'll judge him another what? I'll judge another man for cheating.
I'll
on
talk
his
about
wife.
the story, but I can't judge a man.
listen and I fucking judge.
I can't judge a man. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, man, that's
We all
fucked up,
fall
man.
short. We fall down. We all fall short. You see?
Yeah,
We
bro.
fall down.
Nah, it
Now-
ain't falling down when you got a happy wife and family at home and you're just cheating on and talking about jizzing inside.
You don't know what somebody's rock bottom is.
Hey, you know what? He probably.
Very true.
Hey, you know what? They probably was on the outs.
Because after the NFL, after he retired, who's to say that was a smooth transition for him? He probably had a Brady moment. You know what I mean? It's like, fuck, maybe I should get back in the game.
Tom Brady's
Maybe
wife.
the game still needs me.
Tom Brady's
You know what I mean?
ex-wife having a baby with the judo instructor. So you know
Because tomorrow's not guaranteed. Get it off.
Hey,
you know what I mean? Get you one.
Good for Giselle. She's still able to have babies.
Let's move on to the next section, man. Tyler's turntables.
Steve Smith, you nasty nigga.
I first off want to say R.I.P. to Roberta Flack. We lost the legend. For those who don't know, Roberta Flack wrote the legendary song "Killing Me Softly," which was then sang and remixed by the Fugees. Shout out to Lauryn Hill. Probably one of the greatest songs of all time. And then also, as I talked about last week, Luther Vandross was a background singer for Roberta Flack at one point, but she had to fire him because she was like, "You need to go do your own thing." And so I always wondered, I guess it wasn't for her.
Uplift each other. I know that's right.
That's beautiful.
Now, before we get into music, ASAP Rocky is free. Shout out to ASAP. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to ASAP.
Beat the charges like Rocky.
I still think he shot at him, but hey, good for him. Gotta beat the case.
Hey.
They couldn't prove it. They couldn't prove it.
Based on the evidence that I have heard about, the case was that people apparently after the incident they didn't see any shell casings. The police came and didn't see any shell casings on that day, but then they came back either the next day or sometime later and saw shell casings. So there.
And this is in New York?
Yeah.
New York?
Yeah. So there's the
yeah, I mean, you're not gonna tell me that shit's not in New York. They shooting all the time.
But
who's to say that's my shit?
There's the opinion that the other ASAP dude went to the gun range, shot off some bullets, took the shell cases and put them back and put them in.
Yeah, I thought
the crime scene.
That's what I thought. I thought he brought them to the police station.
Yeah, so with that being said, it
sounded
nothing
like an
about
extortion
it sounded,
thing. It was like they were trying to extort.
Yeah, it sounded very much like extortion. So shout out to ASAP because apparently ASAP was they was just gonna give the nigga 6 months, and he was like, hell no, we're gonna fight this.
They also tried to claim that they got in a fight because ASAP Rocky did pay for ASAP Yams' funeral. And ASAP Rocky was like, I paid for a lot of it. Actually, I just didn't say nothing. Wasn't your business.
We gotta normalize not being public about shit. Everything needs to be a post. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, very.
I still do think ASAP Rocky probably whooped his ass though.
Yeah,
because he did slam him in the video. I saw the video. He did slam him.
But is it illegal to whoop somebody's ass?
Yes, that's battery.
That's assault and battery. Yeah. I'll take
the
that
assault
back.
is the threat. Battery is when you actually hit.
All right, well, but, hell of a battery on that.
So you clench your face and I'm gonna fuck you up. That's assault.
Oh shit!
I'm happy for ASAP, and hopefully we get some music from ASAP. More
We ain't
music.
getting no music from ASAP.
Now, mind you,
out of that couple, I'm not looking for him.
we gonna
Rihanna,
get
you raggedy mother, you owe us. Drop it.
She should drop an album just off the base that her husband almost went to, well, her partner almost went to jail.
You feel me?
Hey.
These girls ain't hungry. They not getting in the booth. I mean, that's the problem.
Rihanna's a billionaire, almost billionaire.
No, she a billionaire.
I understand that, but sometimes you got to go back to what got you Fenty.
She's
you understand
complacent.
Me? You wouldn't have none of this if you didn't pawn that goddamn replay. You understand?
No,
yeah.
So let's get to the speaking of that. Let's get to the music, man. Big shout out to Nio. Nio dropped an album called Jupiter.
Is that how you pronounce that?
Nio.
I've only ever read that word.
I swear to God, we go through this every time. I swear we go through this every time.
Okay, keep going.
Thank you. Nio dropped the album called Jupiter. Man, I really enjoy her songwriting. I really enjoy what she brings to the table. You know, a lot of her music. One thing I appreciate about her music, she ain't no hater. She don't be hating on niggas. We hear a lot of music nowadays. There's a lot of women out here hating on niggas. I can't blame them, but it's out there. You know what I'm saying? And people love it. But I love what she brings. I think I was telling my wife, so the last two albums, you get Bad Blood and you get Orbit. Two songs that are like Orbit's huge, right? So I feel like I came into this after hearing it once or twice. I was like, yo, I didn't hear like that song. I didn't hear the
It
hit.
wasn't a standout. Yeah,
I didn't hear the standout. But I do think over time, I think Light Years might be that. If I'm just looking for one. Looking for one, I think Light Years might be that. 30 something, maybe one of those over time. But she didn't necessarily have a song that thoroughly just stood out from on this album like the previous two, right? Yeah. But overall, I do feel like it was a really good album. Interestingly, she did not have any features this time, in comparison to Saturn, where she had Sir on one, and then
did she have Xavier?
I'm not sure. I feel like
Xavier Omar or something like that. I think.
Let me just check.
For you talking about the one with Orbit?
Yeah, no, that wasn't Xavier Omar. That was a dude named Quabs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I'm thinking of maybe another project. I know she collaborated with.
No, you're right. She had an album, and then Life Was Beautiful. I totally forgot about that one. But Xavier Omar wasn't on that one either.
No. What? Oh, you know what? When I saw her, he was opening for her, so I thought they had a.
I did.
Life is Beautiful.
You saw her that same year too, huh? I saw her that year.
And I was front row, loud as hell. All my recordings, I can't post it because it's just me screaming.
Nio concerts, man. That's for.
She from London?
Yeah. Like look.
I'll give it. The people from the folk singers from London got that soul, that grit to them.
Well, you know what it is.
I mean,
them Europeans and the Swedish make a lot of R&B pop hits.
The Swedish.
Oh, you know what? I do know there's a lot of Swedish producers. Yeah.
They a lot of London's R&B singers link up with the Swedish producers and songwriters, and they be making hits. I watched that documentary on Romario's apartment in Houston. Shout out Houston.
But I agree, Tyler. I don't think there was a song on this, and usually I would say all her projects have that one that's just like it's undeniable. I don't.
Not really there this time, but it's overall a smooth project. Like it's a smooth album, but
I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, I can't be mad at it for sure.
I mean, the vocals is very. I will say her vocals are very relaxed, and I don't mean that in a lazy way. It's very like effortless.
Yeah.
So her vocals were there, but it just the songs was. I mean, it was solid, but I wouldn't. Yeah.
And I think this is her first one after having a child.
Oh,
Well, after Life is Beautiful, because when did Life is Beautiful came out?
2021.
Like it's been like
21.
Yeah, it's been some years. Yeah.
But yeah, man.
And I feel like she dropped that and was like quiet. She dropped that and then it was just
4
like
years.
wait,
Yeah, 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Shout out to her, man. I'll never forget going to her concert, man. Just a lot of natural hair women, you know what I'm saying? Probably use the crystal deodorant, you feel me? It was a vibe.
There wasn't a lot of aluminum for sure.
In hip hop, man, I was really searching for an album, hip hop album, and I came across one. Shout out to my brother. He recommended this album. It's called The Last Call by Dave East and Ransom. I must say,
come on, Dave East.
I know. I was very surprised.
Did a phenomenal job.
I was
as
very
man.
surprised. If you are into the bars, if you really want the bars, just feels like it's gritty, but it's conscious. It's a gritty, conscious rap album.
Okay.
The first verse by Dave East literally is all about Malcolm X, but he doesn't just this in a real. He just raps it like it's crazy. And Ransom, I don't even know if I've heard anything of his before, but this was. It felt like I was listening to Royce the 5'9". I feel like Royce and Ransom need to do something, but that's just what it felt like. He had the only feature I recognized was Method Man, but I thought it was a good project. So check out Last Call by Dave East and Ransom. Yeah. Shout out to that. There was some other stuff I listened to, like St. John. I don't know how to feel about that joint yet.
Ransom
I don't
got
know
a
if I'm
lot
gonna
of
go
albums.
back to it. Yeah, sure. I gotta tune in. I'm late.
Got too many.
I'm late to the party. And then daggone Bodie James just dropped something today.
He dropped a lot of music. Bodie James dropped a lot of music.
It's getting crazy. Oh yeah, shout out to Cole with his single Clouds. I know there's a whole thing with him and Freddie Gibbs, but I don't know enough.
Yeah, what is this going on with him and Freddie Gibbs? I gotta look into this too.
Gibbs just got busy, bro. Cole dropped Clouds, and then I guess Freddie Gibbs tweeted like a yawning emoji, and then he took the beat and.
But how is that
himself.
correlating to Cole?
Because he took the beat of Clouds and rapped over himself, and then he kind of sneaked this Cole in the last joint, and his last album. I don't know. People trying to make something out of. I don't know if it's nothing. I don't think Cole gonna respond. I think he's in album mode, so we'll see.
I'm gonna be honest. I want to get on here.
Cole's not gonna respond to anybody.
I want to get on here and because I feel like there's not enough love. I feel like a lot of motherfuckers is playing in Cole's face right now. And I just want to say, just because this man is of a lighter complexion doesn't make this man soft, doesn't take away from his pen game. I really feel like when he stepped away from the beef with Drake and Kendrick, people try to take away from Cole and what his ability is. The nigga's still that guy.
Kendrick Lamar was his friend. Why would he beef with him if he is very fond of the guy? He did diss track didn't even sound like he had anything to say negative.
I'm telling you.
He said, your first album sucked. My first albums were better. Oh, come on. He didn't have no excuse.
Jalen's on one today. I'm screaming.
It's late night energy. It's almost 10 o'clock.
I really be feeling some type of way. I be feeling some type of way when niggas out here talking about why you be acting like you murdering rappers and whatnot. I'm like, the nigga went on a foolproof feature run where any song he came on, he clearly showed up and showed out better than the nigga who saw it.
It's like people forget.
And and let's take the time. Not every rapper can do that.
I think that 7-minute drill and him apologizing and removing the song.
I think it's the removing of the song that took a, you know what I mean?
Hurt him. I really do think it hurt him in the diaspora of like just the culture. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, bro. Of course.
I think it did.
I'm Tyler's advocate. We all know it did, but the nigga named the album Might Delete Later. It's not like he wasn't.
It wasn't out of nowhere.
But that wasn't. But here's the thing: the album's
I get what you're saying. We all know we've been through this conversation.
I listened to the album so many times. That song wasn't even that wasn't why he called the album Might Delete Later.
We don't know that.
No, but he's saying like it's there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And he did it.
Yeah.
What do you want from a nigga?
He said might. There's a possibility this shit ain't gonna be accessible.
I'm just saying, I think it really did hurt like how people think of him. Cause it's crazy. I don't agree with it.
The fall off.
It doesn't make him suck. Like I was.
Yeah, it doesn't change his quality of his pen. Yeah, I don't think.
I was disappointed that he did that. I was disappointed that he even responded. If you were gonna respond, there's no need to apologize. It's too late, brother. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, was it though?
He got it. He got in. He got
leave him out of it.
Yeah.
So he got out. I mean, I think it was necessary. And even then, Cole was like, "Hey, nigga, whatever shot you want to shoot, go ahead."
Yeah.
It wasn't like he was like,
but I just really think that hurt.
Don't bring my name up.
Yeah,
nigga,
that's
whatever
true.
Shot you want to shoot.
I just think it really hurt him, like in the eye of the public.
But you know what? I also feel like
don't care, but I think it did.
The people that have been commenting on hip hop lately, like when you go on the internet, like the video I showed you, I respect his opinion because he is clearly somebody who knows hip hop and is really immersed in the shit, right? Versus, these Twitch people that get on and do reaction videos. I'm not really.
I respect Kai Cenat's opinion on music.
You do or you don't?
I don't.
I don't either.
I don't respect his thoughts on a lot of things. I just think he's a clown.
I just feel like he's funny. You got a lot of tricks that you're trying to figure out which one sticks. And
stick to video games. That's what I say.
Yeah.
Well, look, man, I know once the fall off come, I think it's gonna be a lot of niggas quiet.
A lot of niggas gonna be quiet.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
I'm cool with that.
But I think that's why he's not gonna respond. He's just gonna wait for that shit to drop.
There also will be a good initial wave of haters, and it is what it is.
Niggas gonna hate.
It's what comes with the territory.
Niggas gonna hate.
It is what comes with the territory.
What comes with it.
And with all that being said, we don't got a podcast typically. I had an idea, but we'll talk about it next week. This is the No Clearance Podcast, man. Make sure if you want the convo before the convo, go to patreon.com/noclearance for $5 a month. You get the extra content. We got a lot up there for you. And make sure you go to the shop, man. Check out the dad hats. It's still up there. We're still rocking if you want to buy a dad hat. All right, that's all we got for y'all today, man. Stay black.
Stay blessed.
Peace.